The value of time. We hear about it constantly, right? But today, we're going to dive into a truly emotional story about a father, his son, and just a single, seemingly simple question that changes absolutely everything. So settle in, take a breath, and really listen to this one. Because sometimes a single story heard at exactly the right moment, well, it can wake up something inside you that years of advice never could.
Section 1. The uncomfortable truth. A stark reality.
So, what is the price of time? I mean, we all say time is precious, don't we? We nod our heads when someone tells us it's invaluable. But if we truly deeply understood that, would we still waste hours just blindly scrolling through our phones? Would we keep pushing off the things that actually matter, quietly telling ourselves, oh, I'll just start tomorrow? Think about it. We easily put a price on our houses, our cars, our weekly groceries. But what is the actual price of an hour?
Well, here is the harsh reality. Time is the only thing, once lost, can never be earned back. You can lose all your money, and, with some hard work, you can make it right back. You can lose a job, and you can definitely find another one. But a single passing moment, once it is gone forever. And honestly, the saddest part is that most of us don't even realize this until it's entirely too late. Section 2. A father and son. A tale of two lives.
Picture this, a small, quiet town nestled comfortably between green fields and these dusty roads. And living here is a father and his son. Now, on one side, you have the hardworking father. He tends his shop, waking up way before the sun, working all day and coming home tired, but deeply satisfied with his honest effort. But then on the other side, there's his son. The son wakes up late, roams through the narrow lanes, sits near tea stalls just watching other people work, and only really comes home when he's hungry. He believes there is plenty of time. He's basically living under this heavy illusion that life is just going to wait for him forever. Now, the father understood something that, unfortunately, many parents only learn through a lot of pain. Advice enters the ears, but wisdom enters only the heart. I mean, at first he tried gentle advice, then stern warnings, but eventually he just fell silent. Until one evening, as the warm light was fading, the father went over to an old wooden cupboard. He carefully took out this faithfully ticking pocket watch, all wrapped up in a soft cloth, and he handed it directly to his lazy son. Section 3. The first test. A market journey. So, the very next morning, the father gave his son a strange task. He told him to take the old watch down to the busy market. Ask people what price they would give for it, he said. Go to many people, listen carefully, and then come back. So off the boy goes into the noisy market, kicking up dust into the air. At the first shop, a cloth merchant turns the watch over and offers 500 rupees. A little further down the street, a grocery seller examines it and offers 800 rupees. And finally, a man sitting behind a huge pile of steel utensils glances at it and says, "Hey, I'll give you 1,000 rupees for it." So the boy had gathered his data. By the afternoon, the boy heads back home. And when his father asks what he learned, the boy just says, well, everyone said something different. 500, 800, 1,000, no one agreed. He's standing there, totally expecting this profound, life-altering explanation from his dad, but he receives only silence. Section 4. The second test. The price of time. The father actually waited until the very next morning. He handed his son the exact same watch, but this time he gave a completely baffling instruction. He said, go back to the market, but ask people not the price of the watch, but the price of the time inside it. The boy, probably thinking this is crazy, returns to the market. He goes up to a merchant and asks for the price of the time inside the watch. And the merchant? He just burst out laughing. What nonsense, are you trying to be funny? The boy tries another shop. A woman just waves him away, totally dismissing him for wasting her time. Another man shakes his head in utter confusion. Literally everywhere he went, it was the exact same response. Laughter, confusion, dismissal. As he kept going, his steps became slower. The heat started rising to his face. For the first time in a long, long time, this aimless boy truly feels the heavy sting of shame. You see, he had never really thought deeply about time before, and now he just feels entirely foolish. He's carrying around a question he doesn't even understand himself, completely surrounded by the mocking laughter of the market. Section 5. The Watchmaker's Wisdom. Deep Understanding. Just as he was about to give up and run all the way home, the boy notices this tiny, quiet shop tucked away right in the corner of the market. It was an old watch repair shop, just filled to the brim with hundreds of tiny, ticking clocks. behind the counter, sat a silver-haired watchmaker. So the boy steps inside and asks his weird question one last time. But the old man didn't laugh. He looked at the boy with this deep understanding, and he made a profound distinction. He explained that the physical watch, it has a price, right? 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees. But the invisible treasure it measures, the time inside, it has absolutely no price. Not in rupees, not in gold, not in all the wealth of the world. You can buy the instrument, for sure, but you cannot buy what it measures. The old man then leans over the counter. He reminds the boy that, look, if a farmer loses his crops, he can grow them again. If a shop burns down to the ground, it can be rebuilt. But then he asks this: if 1 hour of your life passes, can anyone buy it back? The boy just slowly shakes his head, not even 1 second. And these words, they just fall into the boy's heart like rain on dry soil.
Because time is the great equalizer of human existence. The old man explained that time has one bad thing and one good thing. The bad thing is it never stops. It literally waits for no one. But the good thing? You choose what to do with it. Every single person on earth, rich or poor, failing or succeeding, receives exactly 24 hours a day. No more, no less. 24. The only difference is how you spend them.
The boy stands there, his eyes lowered. I understand now, he whispers. The old man hands the watch back and gives him one final, crucial piece of wisdom. Then do not just understand, change. The boy rushes home. He tells his father everything with this new fire in his eyes that had never ever been there before. And from that day on, he transformed. He woke earlier, he worked with care, and he finally discovered the peace of disciplined hours. He finally respected his time.
Section 6. Your time is your life. The danger of lost time.
You see, the real danger of lost time is that it rarely shouts at you. It just disappears quietly while we're busy delaying things, while we're busy saying, I'm still young, there's plenty of time. Those delays silently become habits, and those habits shape a completely directionless life. So, I want to challenge you to deeply reflect on this right now. How many hours this week did you spend on things that added absolutely nothing to your future, nothing to your growth or your peace? How many times did you say, I'll do it later, only to let another precious, unbuyable day slip away?
So, how do we actually change this? Well, look back at the father's wisdom. He knew he couldn't force his son to value time through long speeches or constant nagging, because real change happens through realization. We have to face the truth entirely on our own. He had to let the boy walk right into that market, feel the confusion, face the mocking laughter, and arrive at the deep truth all by himself. Which means we need to take action, right? Step 1, start now. Stop waiting for that perfect moment. Step 2, start small. Wake up just a little bit earlier. And step 3, spend 1 less hour on distractions. Pick up that book. Start that project. Have that conversation you've been avoiding. Because every single hour you invest in yourself today is literally building the exact person you will become tomorrow.
I'm going to leave you with this final, vital thought. You can replace almost everything in this life, but you can never, ever replace a single moment that has already passed. Your time is your life. Spend it wisely. Respect your time. It is the absolute most valuable thing you will ever own. So, what is one thing you've been putting off that you will start today? Make a promise to yourself right now.